Welcome to AI for Beginners Demystified, the podcast that makes artificial intelligence simple, practical, and profitable for small business owners. Each week, we turn complex AI concepts into real-world strategies you can use to grow your business. Hosted by the team at Internet Marketing Services. This is AI for Beginners Demystified, where the future of business starts today. Let's get started.
Welcome to AI for Beginners Demystified, the podcast that makes artificial intelligence simple, practical, and exciting. I'm Rick Samara.
And I'm Paul Stober.
So if you're with us, you've almost certainly moved past that whole AI for Beginners stage.
Mm-hmm.
You've done the intro courses, you've talked to the bots, you get the basics of prompting, but now you're probably facing that classic intermediate problem.
The what's next problem stage.
Exactly. I get the theory.
Mm-hmm.
But how do I actually build something? You know, a real system with multiple steps, and how do I do it without going crazy?
That is the critical shift, isn't it? The beginner tools, they teach you the language, yeah, but they really aren't designed for scale or for system design.
Right.
Yeah. You quickly realize you're juggling, half a dozen different subscriptions. Yeah. One for the chatbot, one for images, another for video. It's the new bottleneck.
Yeah. It's frustrating.
So the goal becomes finding that one thing, that rocket boost to get you from just knowing the mechanics to actually designing these, sophisticated, even monetizable systems.
And the sources we discussed today point us toward this massive platform that claims it solves the exact problem, Galaxy AI.
It does.
And we need to be really, really clear here. We are talking about the platform at Galaxy AI. This is the big suite of tools. It's completely separate from, any phone features you might have heard about. This is a builder's platform.
Absolutely.
That distinction is key. And that's why we're doing this podcast, because the scope of this thing is, while it's staggering, it calls itself an all-in-one end-to-end AI suite.
Okay. So what does that actually mean?
Our sources confirm it means it centralizes well over 3,000 integrated tools. Everything from text generation, hyperrealistic images, video production, automation agents, and even built-in ways to make money with it, all under one subscription.
Wow. Okay. 3,000 tools. That sounds impressive, but it's also a little intimidating.
It can be. So our mission today is kind of twofold. First, we're going to break down where this platform really shines for you, the intermediate learner who wants to build real systems. And second, just as important, we need to find the eject handle. We have to identify the risks, the downsides of all that convenience, like platform dependence.
So when to lean in and when to be cautious.
Exactly. So, okay, let's unpack this, starting with just the promise of putting everything in one place.
Right.
When we talk about Galaxy AI, the sources describe it less as one single AI and more like a central hub, right? One that stitches together thousands of these little capabilities.
Yeah. The analogy we've heard is it's like going from a basic toolkit, a hammer, a screwdriver, to suddenly owning a whole Home Depot.
That works. But for someone who's already intermediate, let's maybe make that a little more sophisticated.
Fair enough. You're not just moving from a simple tool to a complex one. You're moving away from the pain of managing a dozen different APIs, different payment plans, different logins.
Each with its own learning curve.
Exactly.
You're moving to a single consolidated dashboard. The main benefit here is workflow consolidation for the person who is ready to build.
But hold on. Doesn't having 3,000 tools just create a different kind of overwhelm? I mean, that real efficiency, or are you just spending all your time picking the tool instead of actually building something?
That's a great challenge. And that's the biggest risk we're going to talk about later. But the benefit, as the material describes it, is that the tools are interconnected.
Okay.
You're not just putting apps in one place. You're building pipelines. You use an AI assistant, and its output can automatically feed the image generator, which then feeds the video tool. This whole process can happen in seconds.
So the platform itself is sort of nudging you away from that beginner mindset.
Right.
It's pushing you toward the intermediate mindset, which is designing a multi-step workflow.
Precisely. It makes that jump from just doing one task to building a whole complex system much, much faster.
You're not just learning prompting anymore. You're learning system architecture.
Which brings us to how it actually gives you that rocket boost.
Yeah. How does this thing actively help you learn to build complex systems by, actually doing it? Well, it positions itself as a practical lab. The educational stuff isn't just theory. It's actionable guides right there next to the tools themselves, showing you how to get these complex real-world results.
Like what?
We're talking guides on building fully automated AI personal assistants or using AI for affiliate marketing funnels, complex lead generation. You learn by doing it right there in the same window you're reading about it.
Are you still spending hours answering calls, replying to reviews, or posting on social media? What if you could hand off all that busy work without hiring another person? Introducing AI Employee, your first digital hire. AI Employee combines 6 powerful AI tools into one easy system that works 24/7 to help you grow your business. It answers calls, chats with customers, manages reviews, creates content, builds marketing funnels, and follows up with leads automatically. And here's the best part. It doesn't need breaks, benefits, or coffee. Just a few clicks and it's working for you. If you're ready to save time, cut costs, and stay ahead of your competition, visit einternetmarketingservices.com to meet your new AI employee today. Your business will thank you for it.
And that's where the efficiency becomes a real strategic advantage. The YouTube summarizer is a perfect example from the sources.
Oh, it's a huge shortcut.
Think about it. You're trying to learn a complex new skill, like building that AI sales agent we mentioned.
Got it.
Instead of sitting there for 45 minutes watching a video, pausing, taking notes, the summarizer just condenses that whole tutorial into structured notes or even a blog post for you in moments.
That's powerful.
And the real power comes right after that because you're already in the suite. You can take those notes and instantly use other tools to turn them into what? Outreach, emails, landing page copy.
Social posts driving traffic to your new blog post about it.
Exactly. You've instantly turned passive learning into active shippable assets.
That's the big difference. Beginner learning is consuming. Intermediate building is producing.
Yeah.
Speaking of assets, let's zoom in on one of these tools. Nano Banana, the specialized image creator inside the suite. It apparently solves a problem that has driven every AI builder crazy.
Yeah. The problem with most standard models is that when you ask for text on, say, a sign or a t-shirt, you get gibberish.
Right? You get a cup of tea instead of coffee. It looks like some kind of alien script.
Precisely.
Mm-hmm.
And that's because those models, they see text as shapes, as textures in the image, not as actual characters with meaning. Nano Banana is different. It's known for hyperrealistic text because it uses a multimodal prompt.
Multimodal? So they're more than just text to image, you're feeding it other data.
Exactly. The workflow is simple. You upload some media. Let's say it's a picture of a book cover you design. That's media one. Then you add your text prompt. Create a vibrant YouTube thumbnail for this book. That's media two.
I see. So the system has both the visual style from the image and the specific text instructions.
And that's the key. It has two streams of data to work from, which is why it can get the text so accurate. And what's really interesting is that the platform then takes your simple prompt and it writes a more detailed, optimized prompt for you.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of passively teaching you how to be better at this.
It handles the complex part so you can focus on the strategy.
And let's look at another example of that. The AI article to video generator. This really shows the whole pipeline in action.
Okay, walk me through that workflow.
Let's say I'm a content creator. You start with an article, one you wrote, or one the AI just summarized for you. You copy the text, drop it in the generator, and immediately you get production choices. You pick a voice for the narration, and yeah, the sources mentioned the fun part is you can pick from different personas, even like Donald Duck or Steve Harvey.
Seriously.
Apparently. Then you pick your aspect ratio, so 9:16 for a short or a reel. Select some background music and click generate.
And it's just done.
Yeah, that's almost instantaneous. But there's a clever SEO tip in here too.
Right?
A really smart one. When you upload these videos to YouTube or Facebook, the system automatically includes a link back to the original article. So the video is actually boosting the SEO of your written content.
It's a self-contained content machine.
It is.
Which brings up a practical question for anyone at this level. Can this thing pay for itself?
Galaxy AI builds in two revenue paths for exactly that reason. It's an interesting model. It forces you to start thinking like a business owner just to justify using the tool.
It does.
Path one is their creator monetization program. You can earn money based on engagement just by publishing AI content, tutorials, and articles inside their ecosystem.
And path two is what?
The standard affiliate program. You earn a commission if people sign up through your link.
So you can literally use the platform to create tutorials that promote the platform, which then funds your subscription. It turns the whole learning process into a side hustle from day one.
Yeah.
Okay, let's take a breath here, because any platform that promises this much convenience, it's got to have some fine print. We need to talk about the warning labels on this rocket.
Here's where it gets really interesting. The biggest risk, like we said earlier, is the very thing that makes it so appealing. The sheer volume. 3,000 plus tools.
That creates overwhelm, the classic shiny object syndrome.
It's like walking into a giant tech store. Everything looks amazing, but you spend 4 hours playing with all the gadgets, and you forget you just came in to buy a phone charger.
That is the perfect analogy.
Our sources warn that you can spend so much time just generating stuff, testing writers, testing video voices, testing image styles, but you never actually finish or publish anything. You're confusing activity with progress. You feel busy, but you haven't shipped anything valuable.
So what's the fix? How do you avoid that?
Structure. You have to be intentional. Don't just go in to play with AI. Go in with a very small, clear mission. For example, this week, I will use Galaxy AI to create one single lead magnet, or I will build one simple AI agent that does one job. Focus beats feature paralysis.
Okay. Risk number 2.
This is a big one for any powerful closed platform, subscription, and platform dependence.
That's right.
Galaxy AI is a proprietary layer sitting on top of other AI models. If you build your entire workflow inside their system, you are completely tied to their pricing, their roadmap, their very existence.
You're learning how Galaxy works more than how AI works.
That's the danger. If they pivot or raise prices or just shut down, you could be in a really tough spot.
So what's the smart way to use it if you want skills you can take with you?
You have to use it to learn the patterns, the logic, how are multi-stuff agents structured, how do you chain prompts together. These are the portable skills that will survive no matter what tool you're using.
Got it. Okay. Risk number 3?
That's the strategy gap. The tool is an amplifier, not a strategist.
It won't pick your audience for you. It won't define your offer. If your thinking is fuzzy, the platform just makes fuzzy content at scale.
Right. If you give it a vague prompt, like write me content about AI, you'll get 50 perfectly formatted but totally generic articles.
Beautiful noise. It's high volume, polished, and completely forgettable.
Yeah. But contrast that with a really strategic prompt. Write an article for beginners who just finished their first AI course and want to build a personal agent for email triage and meeting notes. Now you're amplifying clear, targeted thinking. The platform turns your strategic genius into mass production.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not going to invent the genius for you.
Exactly. So that leads to the final trap, the one that can keep you stuck in that intermediate zone forever, button click learning.
This is the real danger of all that automation. It's so easy to just rely on the templates, on the pre-built workflows. You just click the button and the magic happens, but you never learn why it works.
You don't understand the scaffolding underneath.
Right. The true leap to the next level requires you to peel back that layer and ask how. The defining question you have to ask yourself every time.
Galaxy does something cool, but it's a bit technical.
It's not just what are the steps. It's more like, can I identify the 3 underlying models this workflow is chaining together, and could I rebuild that logic myself in, say, a Python script or another tool?
That mindset. That's what separates a casual user from a professional builder. So what does this all mean?
It means Galaxy AI it's a really powerful environment, but you have to see it for what it is. An intermediate gym.
A gym. I like that.
Yeah. If you're past curiosity and you're ready to build capability, it has the convenience and the speed you need to practice real workflows, test ideas, and ship assets faster than ever.
But the main caution is intentionality.
Use it with a specific mission. Treat its automation as a way to learn the logic, not as a crutch that replaces your own thinking.
If you do that, you'll level up very, very quickly. It's the ultimate accelerator for someone who already knows where they're going.
And if you do find yourself spending a little too much time playing with all those different video voices or testing the limits of Nano Banana, just remember the ultimate justification.
You don't have to explain it to anyone. You can just tell them, I'm not procrastinating. I'm training my future AI workforce.
All right, before we wrap up, let's pull everything together.
Because this episode really reframes what the intermediate AI stage is all about.
Yeah, we started with the big problem so many people hit. They know how to prompt. They've played with chatbots and tools, but then they get stuck at the, okay, now how do I actually build something real stage?
And that's where Galaxy AI enters the conversation. Not as another toy, but as an entire end-to-end builder's platform with over 3,000 integrated tools under one roof.
Right. It's not just convenience for convenience's sake. The power is in the interconnected workflows, building pipelines instead of bouncing between 12 different subscriptions.
And we highlighted how the platform becomes a practical lab. Real-world guides, real workflows, real automation happening right beside the tutorial. It turns learning into producing.
Exactly. Whether that's the YouTube summarizer shortcut, the multimodal Nano Banana image generator, or the article to video pipeline that turns content into a mini SEO ecosystem, Galaxy AI helps intermediate users build multi-step systems fast.
But we didn't shy away from the risks either. Tool overwhelm, platform dependence, the strategy gap, and button-click learning, where you get results without truly understanding the logic behind them.
And that led us to the real message of this episode. Use Galaxy AI like a gym, a place to build capability and learn transferable patterns, not a place to hide from doing the thinking.
So, if we had to boil today down into a few key takeaways, here's what we want listeners to remember.
First, Galaxy AI shines for intermediate users ready to build systems, not just prompt chatbots. It's powerful because everything is interconnected into real workflows.
Second, its biggest advantage is also its biggest risk. With 3,000 plus tools, you need a mission. Otherwise, you'll drown in busy work that feels productive but doesn't ship anything.
And third, don't let the automation do all the thinking. Use the platform to understand the patterns behind multi-step workflows. These are skills you can take anywhere, even if the platform changes.
All right, time for this week's action item. Something simple but powerful.
Pick one outcome you want to create this week. Not a list, not a giant workflow, just one outcome.
Maybe a lead magnet, maybe a short form video, maybe a basic AI agent that automates one task.
Then log into Galaxy AI and build only that one thing, start to finish. No wandering around the 3,000 tools, no shiny objects.
If you can do that. Just one intentionally built asset, you'll instantly feel the shift from AI consumer to AI builder.
And that's where the real leveling up begins.
Thanks for listening to AI for Beginners Demystified, brought to you by Internet Marketing Services, helping small businesses harness the power of AI to work smarter and grow faster. If you found this episode helpful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a new episode. Be sure to check out the description below for valuable links and resources, including free tools, learning guides, and ways to start applying AI in your business today. And visit internetmarketingservices.com to explore even more AI tools, tips, and resources. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep demystifying AI.